Oh, hey. Nerd Avengers, what's up? Welcome to the stream. On my way to the tower. Man, I'm telling you, I think Supreme Josh is messing with my alarms again. Chet, turn the camera around. Listen. I know what you're thinking. How does he get the microphone to float like that? Shut your mouth. Don't worry about it. Listen, what do you think the odds are? I want to know in chat. You tell me. What are the odds that I sleep through the watch party again? What are the odds? You know, last week, best episode. I'll tell you this. Let me just say this. If I miss the episode again, if I sleep through it, if Supreme Josh has worked his way in to the tower and has disrupted all of our alarm clocks, etc., and somehow I miss the finale, okay? If it's like 2:30 and you guys are like, oh man, I can't wait for the watch party. Where's the stream? You know, usually he has the stream up by now. Oh, and then you're like looking on and you're like, oh, he's gonna miss. Oh, I'll tell you this. If I miss the stream, then you know it's going to be a fire-ass episode. Because every one that I miss, it's on fire. The last week was insane. The beginning of Bad Batch was insane. So, look, I'm going to set 16 alarms to set my alarms. I'm going to set 16 alarms to then set my alarms. And then I'm going to set 32 alarms. So I'll see you guys for the finale of What If later tonight. By the way, the last public watch party that we're going to do for some time, we're going to instead kind of go back to the old formula where we're going to be doing a lot of the watch parties for members only. I know some of you guys are upset. I saw somebody in the Nerd Theory stream last night, like in the chat, being like, Josh is doing his things for members only now. It makes me hate him and I want to unsubscribe, etc. Holy shit. Shut your mouth. And just become a Nerd Avenger. It's literally the best decision you will make in your whole life. You know, you're sitting there like, let's be real, you're fucking up. You know? You're not, and you know why you're fucking up? Because you haven't liked this video. 86 likes? I'm gonna drive this fucking thing right around. I don't think I'm gonna show up at the tower today. I don't think I'm showing up for work today. But 86 likes. Holy shit. Alright, just kidding. I'll see you guys soon. I'll meet you at the tower, but you should smash like. $140 likes all of a sudden. Much better. Thank you very much. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another stream here, coming at you from Nerd Avengers Tower as per usual. Should be a good stream, man. We got some cool stuff to get into. I do want to speculate a little bit about what is happening for What If. You know, let me see the hat. Oh, man. That's a clean one. That's a clean one right there. Something about this beat and all the festive Halloween stuff that we have going on in the tower. It's got me feeling good. Anyway, we're going to talk about this potential strike that's going to fucking ruin everything. Marvel's done. Kevin Feige's going to go work on a shipping boat. Fishing boat. It's over. So we're going to talk about that. Blade, also trending. People going crazy over Blade. Blade is trending online right now. You know why Blade is trending online? Because people think it's going to come out next year because an official Marvel account from India says it's coming out there in India. Well, guess what? If that's true and it's not coming out over here, we're going to India. We're going to lift this whole tower up. We're going to scoot that thing over to India. Chill over there, man. What do they got? What do they got in India? Probably got some good food, some nice people, some like temples and stuff. Honestly, I should shut my mouth. I shouldn't say anything about what's in India. I'm just going to sip my coffee for a second here. What a weird start to the stream. Lovely. It's one of those streams. All right, anyway. We're going to talk about that. Also, you know, people were blowing me up about the Game of Thrones ruined IP spin-off thing. You know what I mean? And so we want to talk about that. We're going to look at that. Oh, VV dropped today. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, shit. Where's my phone? Ah, shit. I might have left my phone in the Nerdmobile. Look, about 5 minutes before 11, I'm going to dip out of here and go try to find my phone for real, because that VV drop today looks nice. And there's a bunch of cool VV drops that are coming out this week that seem really, really cool. So we're going to get into all of that. Got to go find my phone with like 5 minutes left. It's going to be a rush to go find it. Regardless. Grace Randolph said Marvel India's tweet was cap. It very likely is cap. Yes. It very likely is. But let's get into that. In fact, let's start there. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. We'll talk about this first, then we'll get into the strike information, then we'll go over some of the other info and things that are going on in the world. Crazy stuff, man. I gotta be honest with you. I have 2 big spoiler videos I'm working on. It is wild, bruh. It is wild, some of the spoiler stuff that's happening out there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys saw the Doctor Strange stuff, like with Ultron bots and stuff like that. I'm going to work on a video on that. Should be nuts. And then there's some Spider-Man stuff going on, too. Some crazy spoiler stuff going on in the world. And we've got that crazy thing going on, man. The what if later. Whew. It's going to be nuts. All right, pull it up. Pull it up on the research screen. Okay, here we go. Marvel India. The universe is getting bigger. Ready or not, here they come. And here's the India release slate. And the only thing that's really bugging people out is this Blade over here. October 7th, 2022. Look at this. Blade is freaking trending right now. Okay? Almost 44,000 tweets about Blade because this set some people off. A lot of people, look, people have things to say about it, blah, blah, blah. Brandon Davis here is like, hold up. Big Screen Leaks is like, Blade doesn't shoot until July 2022. It cannot release until 2023 at the earliest. Culture Games like Blade. Everybody's confused about Blade. You know what I mean? Everybody's confused about Blade. It's very likely that this is not real. I wanted to kind of put this out there and try to clear it up for you guys. Apparently, Disney even took this off their slate like a month ago. That's kind of what I saw on the tweeters from people back and forth. However, I did see some people say it's possible, man. It is possible. That would make it 5 movies in 2023, right? Wild. Now, we had a good nerd theory last night. We were just talking about Star Wars stuff, and the discussion kind of came up. Marvel versus Star Wars and kind of the year of Star Wars being 2022. And this is something that a lot of my Star Wars peoples will always hit me up about, right? And they'll be like, bruh, like, yes, this was a big year for Marvel, but next year's the year of Star Wars. Next year's the year they take it back. You let me know in the chat. Do you think that's the case? Do you think next year's the year of Star Wars? The year that Star Wars takes the shine? Put a 1 into the chat if you think this 2021 was the year of Marvel, but 2022 will be the year of Star Wars. You put a 1 into the chat if you think that. I would like to know what you guys think about that. Because I look at this, man. First of all, we've got Eternals coming November 5th. That's like right around the corner. I mean, it's a month out. You know what I mean? It's a month out from this exact date, but it'll be here before you know it, and you'll be like, whoa. Apparently, also, just on a side note for that, there will also be an early showing of Eternals at a big film festival on October 14th. So we'll likely get a lot of leaks and rumors and things like that around that time. Some of you guys are like, I don't care, I don't want to know of it. We'll see. We'll put it in some vids. You guys don't all have to watch that. But you've got freaking Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is insane. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's the most intriguing thing on the slate to me. I'm fascinated by it. Some of the things that are currently coming out in the leaks, so I watched a video by Rob yesterday talking about leaks. I watched a video by Paul talking about leaks yesterday. I did my own research on it. And then late in the evening, there was another breaking sort of leak and another leaked image for Doctor Strange. It's nuts, man. It's absolutely bananas. But then, guys, you've got Thor, Love, and Thunder. I mean, are we all sleeping on Thor, Love, and Thunder? Come on, man. You're going to have Gore the God Butcher. I mean, Christian Bale in the MCU. Honestly, it wouldn't matter if he was playing a potato. It would be amazing. He's a high caliber actor, something that I think people are super excited for. That's in May, bro. You know what I mean? We're all like, yo, I can't wait for Kenobi in May, which is sick. Maybe it will be late May. Bro, Thor, Love, and Thunder are about to come in thunderously in May. Guys, then we have fucking Wakanda Forever in July. Wakanda Forever in July. The amount of speculation, the amount of rumors out there about Wakanda Forever, who's going to be the new Black Panther, which they're not really, look, spoiler alert, it's Shuri. Sorry. It is. It's Shuri. Shuri Forever comes out on July 8th. But in all seriousness, that movie's going to pop off, son. You've got all of the, wonder about what they're doing with Chadwick, with T'Challa, who will be the Black Panther, what's going on with Namor. We've just recently heard that the Eternals will have some kind of a big tie-in to what happens in Wakanda Forever. Guys, that's in July. Okay? Then, maybe you've got Blade in October, maybe you don't. I want to talk about that in a second. But regardless, you've got The Marvels, November 11th. Now, The Marvels at face value, it's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know how much hype there is for that movie currently. You know what I mean? Look, Carol Danvers, that character is sort of divisive, Brie and all of her, the one statement she made that gave us an eternity of clickbait videos about Brie Larson. Pretty interesting, So you've got, believe it or not, that crowd's going to do a lot for that film, whether or not they know it. There'll be a lot of hype or hate hype sort of build off for that film, right? But a couple of things are going to make that pretty interesting. Number one, the Secret Invasion show, which is going to be bananas. And that will tie directly into the Marvels and sort of set up the status quo for the Avengers moving forward, right? So I think in some ways the post-credit scene that you see of Shang-Chi, spoiler alert, which has Carol and has Hulk and all that, is going to be sort of paid off in the Marvels. Long-standing rumor that the Marvels is going to set up the sort of status quo for the Avengers. So they're going to do a lot to push the hype and the craziness for the Marvels. Just believe that. Believe that. They're going to do that, So, look, I look at this slate. This isn't even the Disney Plus stuff. The Disney Plus stuff's going to pop off. And I'm like, Star Wars, look, I love Star Wars. But this idea that it's going to be the year of Star Wars, nah, man. To me, it's Star Wars is just stepping into the game. Star Wars has finally entered the chat. This isn't this. I don't know how much they should be super happy and pumped about doing these 3 different shows, because Marvel's about to do probably at least 3 Disney Plus shows next year, maybe way more. It's going to literally do more motion pictures, movies, than Star Wars will do Disney Plus shows in that year. And it's this is the new game. This is it. This is how we do it. This is get it going. Get it going. And so while I am really excited for next year and all the Star Wars stuff, It's like, you think Marvel's going to just get out of the way and be like, here you go, Star Wars, especially after apparently Kathy Kennedy and Kevin Feige aren't playing nice behind the scenes, allegedly? You think Feige's going to take a step back? This isn't even, like, you also have the Sony stuff next year, right? I don't know, man. Straight fire. Just boom, 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 boom. I would argue next year will potentially be even more hyped up for Marvel than this year. This year was kind of like getting back to normal for Marvel. You know? And I love Shang-Chi. Black Widow is aight, but those really, that ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. You know? Same thing with Eternals. I'm hyped up for Eternals, man. I can't wait to see the Zack Snyder directed Eternals movie. It's going to be dope. But it ain't it, Chief. It ain't it, you know? Really, it's about Spider-Man. You know, it's about Spider-Man, and that, believe me, Spider-Man is going to pop off. But that's like the very end of the year. Next year is the hype train. Multiverse of Madness is going to be bananas. Thor: Love and Thunder, can't wait. Wakanda Forever, can't wait. The Marvels, we'll see, you know. But honestly, bro, it's just crazy when you look at the amount of content that they're making, the quality of content they're making. They have not stopped, and I don't think they plan on stopping, right? Now, on that note, let's talk about Blade. A lot of people be like, nah, man, can't happen. Some people think it could, you know? The professor here saying, I do agree, but sometimes Marvel can really push a project along. I expect Blade to be in 2023, but Feige might be pushing it along to get it in that October for the horror crowd. It really depends. I don't think it would be impossible for that movie to make that October date. It would be a rush, you know what I mean? And some people are saying, like, dude, don't rush Blade, don't do it, etc., etc. Sure, I get you. But out of all these films, doesn't it kind of feel like Blade is the most intimate out of all of these movies? Like, don't you think Blade is the most non-ensemble, sort of smaller movie? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that kind of track? It seems to me as though Blade, out of all of these films, is probably the one that would require the least amount of money, the least amount of shooting time, the least amount of scheduling conflicts. Like, it seems like it's a lot. Doctor Strange, they're finishing up, right? Thor: Love and Thunder's been shooting forever and apparently has a lot of reshoot kind of stuff going on. It is what it is, right? Wakanda Forever, shooting currently, doing a lot of work, but it's pretty far along, pretty close to being finished, right? And the Marvels, we don't really know. Apparently they're shooting it right now. But that, again, is a very big film that likely ties into the Disney Plus show. So that creates a lot of different stuff going on there, right, with the Marvels. I would tell you it's not impossible that Blade hits that October date. I know a lot of people are saying no, so I'll tell you guys the likelihood is no, right? Like, in all seriousness, I would say it's a 30% chance that it comes out in October. But for real, it could happen. It could happen. Very likely you'll see Blade in 2023, but it could happen. It could happen, okay? So, I definitely want to know what you guys think about that. A lot of interesting stuff going on there. And then we've got this story, okay? So I had a poll up earlier asking how you guys felt about this strike and whether or not you feel this strike would affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Marvel's slate, right? Many of you guys are like, nah, fam, no way. Well, what is it? What is even going on? Let's talk about what it is, okay? So I'm looking at the New York Post article right here. Hollywood workers vote to authorize strike. Studios prepare for talks. Prepare for them talks. And actually, I'm gonna look at a couple of these things. 2022 will be the year of the Den of Nerds. Yes, Greg, I agree. And then Adam G, member for 16 months, says, Marvel this, Star Wars that. It's all money in the mouse's pocket, and it's content for us. Sounds like everyone is winning. Oh, everyone is winning, and that's a good point. Josh, get your phone. Oh, shit. All right, hold up. All right, everybody friggin' hold up. I'll be right back. Ooh, the Star Wars obsession. That's interesting. Yeah. Let me go try to get my phone. BRB. BRB. Everybody keep the chat entertained. Keep the chat entertained. I'll be right back. What the fuck? I can't believe it. Where the fuck is my phone? Awesome. Well, there goes that. Fuck. God damn it. I honestly have no idea where it's at. That's crazy, too, because I usually am pretty good about that kind of stuff. Well, looks like no VV drop for me. Elisa's trying to grab one up. I know Ryan's probably on it. A lot of you guys are on it. I have no idea where the fuck it could be. It's probably in the room somewhere or whatever. The shield check bounced and they took my phone. It's probably that fucking Supreme Josh, man. It's probably Supreme Josh, the freaking butthole. Yo, Chuck Q, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Oh, it better not be in the toilet. I'm going to be mad. Well, I guess I just checked the bathroom. I just checked it. Honestly, like, I really have no idea where it could be. And it's really stupid. I'm pretty upset about it. I think it's actually probably in the room. All right, give me fucking 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. Four, three, two, one. Boom. I think we got it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Processing, though. Can you believe that shit? It's saying it's still processing. I think I got one. Yeah, boy. Got it. Nice. Okay, cool. Wow. Whew. How about that? How about that? Damon, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are. Oh, God. Probably going to turn your membership off after I burp. But anyway, you are a Nerd Venger now. Damien, let's go. And hopefully we'll put some of that stuff up on the Nerd Coin store sometime this week. Yo, how are some of y'all getting your mint stuff? Oh, because it tells you the mint number right away. Does it tell you the mint number right away? By the way, there was a little bit of a little dip on the VV economy. It was like bloop, like dipped. Things I think might be going back up eventually, but took a little dippy dip from some of those highs. I wonder if some of you guys sold out of some of your stuff on there. But yeah, I want to get my vault. Wait, why does it not say that I have one pending? Okay, one order pending. How do you guys know the mint number right away? Anyway. Brandon, nice. It's your first NFT? That's dope, man. That is dope. That's dope. I'm happy for you, brother. Happy for you. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so let's get back into this. What an adventure that was, though, huh? What an adventure. Wow. Yeah, 2-hour wait. Yeah, sometimes it can be like that for sure. Okay, so let's get back into this. Let's talk about this. And I saw, let's see here. Somebody had something interesting to say about this. Okay, Star Wars Obsession says, and I will go back over this too when we go into when we get into Q&A later today. Okay, but he says, but the studios cannot afford the strike. Writer's strike lasted 9 months, and what came out of this reality TV? The strike is about labor. Yeah, so we'll get into all of that. Pretty interesting stuff. Appreciate you, Star Wars Obsession. And he says here, the strike is an opportunity for the streaming studios to allow major studios to lose millions. If the strike happens, Netflix, Amazon Prime, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting situation. So let's talk about this lawsuit here, okay? Hollywood workers vote to authorize strike. Studios prepare for talks. Okay, Hollywood studios and a union that represents about 150,000 off-screen workers will head back to the negotiating table Tuesday after workers voted to authorize a strike that threatens to bring the industry to a halt. The International Alliance. Chet, what the hell's going on with the music, man? You just drive me crazy today. The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees said Monday that its 60,000 members who are covered by the current production contracts being renegotiated voted overwhelmingly to authorize the strike. More than 98% of ballots cast were in support of a strike, the union says. The members have spoken loud and clear, Matthew Loeb, the president of that organization, said in a statement on Monday. So this is why this kind of became news yesterday. And I kind of wanted to talk about it because it piggybacks into the Marvel scheduling and all that sort of stuff, right? This vote is about the quality of life as well as the health and safety of those who work in film and television industry. Our people have basic human needs like time for meal breaks, adequate sleep, and a weekend. For those at the bottom of the pay scale, they deserve nothing less than a living wage. The vote allows that organization to initiate a strike if it's unable to make progress on contract negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, which represents major film and television production companies. It's the first time in the union's 128-year history that members of the union have authorized a nationwide strike, which could bring the industry to a grinding halt, delaying production and pushing back release dates. I hope the studio will see and understand the resolve of our members, the guy says. The ball is in their court. If they want to avoid a strike, they will return to the bargaining table and make us a reasonable offer. The AMPTP said Monday in a statement that it's committed to avoiding the strike and reaching a deal on contracts that will keep the industry going. We deeply value our IATSE crew members and are committed to working with them to avoid shutting down the industry at such a pivotal time. Interesting point. Particularly since the industry is still recovering from the pandy. Yeah. Reaching a deal will require both parties working together in good faith with a willingness to compromise and to explore new solutions to resolve the open issues. So what are they after? What are they doing? Well, they want higher pay, more meal breaks, more rest time between shifts, better contributions to health and pension plans, as well as an update to contracts that reflect the success of streaming productions in the industry, as well as an update to contracts that reflect the success of streaming productions in the industry. Very interesting. Since the 2000s, the IATSE's contracts with AMPTP have referred to streaming projects as new media, and the union recognized that the economics of new media were uncertain and that greater flexibility in terms of conditions of employment were mutually beneficial, according to the statement from August. That is simply no longer the case, and the benefits are no longer mutual. Damn! So, it's time for employers to recognize the superseding concept they negotiated that same year, that if and when new media productions became an economically viable medium, then the parties would mutually recognize that fact in future agreements. As a result of those legacy contracts, some workers on streaming projects are not even paid a specific scale wage or credited with pension hours. Last month, for example, they said that Apple claimed its streaming service had fewer than 20 million subscribers so that it could pay its behind-the-scenes workers less. The union hopes to update its contracts to reflect that new media is just media. Okay, so I had a poll up about this, and we wanted to know, do you think this will affect the MCU? Many of you guys said no, okay? So I want to pull up the chat because I think this is a pretty important conversation, and I want to really kind of dig into this. I want to see what you guys think, you know? So here, let me pop this out so I can see it very clearly. You're saying that it sounds weird? The microphone? Hang on. It should sound fine. Maybe it's just a little hot. Is it a little hot? You guys tell me. Microphone good? Microphone bad? Josh I, member for 16 months, man. Damn. Appreciate you, bro. Says, saw Venom on Saturday. Had a fun time. I appreciate all you do, man. Can I get a shout out for my birthday today? P.S. Take my birthday money, brother. Oh, my goodness. Josh I. And then he follows up with a $5 super chat. Okay, here's my birthday money. Take it. Take it now. Guys, can we get some nerdy heart and celebratory emojis in the chat for Josh I? Man, Josh I. It's been a while, man, huh? It's been a while, brother. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Happy birthday, my guy. Sounds fine? That's just Josh's voice, says RF Gaming Channel. You right about that one. You right about that one. Okay, let's get into this. Many of you guys think that this will not affect the MCU. This will not affect the industry. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm not so sure. Okay? Now, from the perspective of Marvel, if it were just Marvel, maybe you're right. You know? Maybe this will be Gucci. Maybe it'll all be over soon. You know? And they'll work it out, just pay a little bit more. But it's not just Marvel. It's not just Disney. You know what I mean? This is an entire industry. And we're actually at a really interesting inflection point. And we talk about this all the time, right? For the entire entertainment industry. Streaming, right? Everybody wants a slice of that streaming money, that sweet, sweet streaming money, yeah? I mean, you look at what just happened with Scarlett Johansson. You know, her lawsuit with Disney, very public, very ugly. What's the precedence for that? When have we seen some shit like that go down? I think it's pretty specific to not only the day and age we live in, but the changes of the industry. I said many times, I did not think that lawsuit was ultimately really about the extra, you know, Disney Plus money. I think it was like a precedence-setting thing, right? This goes into live television broadcasting. This goes into theaters. This will touch all different kind of movie studios, television production. This touches almost every part of the entertainment industry at a time when things are shifting and changing radically. And just like Disney came out and initially fired real hard back at ScarJo, and it really looked like, man, they're not going to pay this woman a dime. Like, they're not going to do that because they don't want to set that precedence and have that happen moving forward, right? And I think ultimately, if they wanted to, they could have dragged it out and maybe won. They ultimately made a PR move. But you start to think about this, right? From the perspective of these studios, from these Hollywood places, the entire industry is changing. It's really yet to be determined how permanently affected box office numbers will be. Venom's doing great. We just talked about this yesterday. Venom, killing the game. Awesome. Good for you, Sony. Good for you, Tom Hardy. Good for us fans. Awesome. But the disparity between the movies that are succeeding right now, you know, like, who knows? Maybe we'll get some indications that some of these other movies like Dune or Bond are able to do it and crush in the box office. And they seem to be doing really well overseas. But the disparity between big blockbuster movies that are able to make that kind of money and the movies that are not making that kind of money is pretty big. And you can kind of see in the tea leaves that it's almost like the patterns that we saw before the pandy, which were very much the same, right? You had a pretty diminished box office for a lot of different smaller movies, and then you had these tentpole blockbuster movies that would crush and do huge numbers. And honestly, I said for a long time, I felt like Marvel Studios was keeping the movie industry alive. Literally, the legs by which the table was standing on, you know? And you start to think about these studios, they're looking at the industry, they're seeing it change. There's a lot of deflationary things happening in the movie industries. For instance, the technology and the cost of technology, right? We sort of joked about what Disney's doing with the stagecraft and with the deep fake stuff, right? I mean, they might be able to do Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker for the rest of time without Mark Hamill. Did you watch the gallery? Did you see what Shamook can do? Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, they can... I'm sure there are some people at the studios being like, bruh, we don't got to pay these actors, you know what I mean, like, much at all anymore. We can recreate performances. We can do all this, that, second, and the third. There's just a lot of interesting stuff going on here. And from the studio's perspective, they're starting to see talent get shaky and want more money and want a slice of the streaming pie, right? They're starting to see unions and organizations like this want another slice and want more of the pie. And because this is a move that may well set a huge precedent for the future of the entertainment industry, I don't know how these organizations are going to respond. Because not everybody's like Disney. Not everybody's killing it, right? And look, Apple, they make a lot of money and they should just shut their mouths and pay people, right? Thank you, B. Grissom. Appreciate the love, man. I'll go over that in just a second. We'll get into Q&A pretty soon here. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It seems like it's very possible that the studios might dig their heels in here a little bit more than you would think. Because, dude, there's only so many slices of that pie. You know what I mean? There's only so many slices of that pie. And I totally understand it. Dude, if you're out there, you know, not really making a lot and you're working in Hollywood and you're working in low-wage stuff, no pee breaks, no this, no that, no this, that, second, and the third. Bro, for sure. My heart bleeds for you. That sucks. You shouldn't have to live like that. Amazon workers taking peas in bottles and shit like that? Nah, fam, that's horrible. At the same time, as the dirty capitalist that I am, I can't help but think of it from the other side. You know what I mean? Like, I can't help but think of, like, in my opinion, like, wage-paying jobs may well become sort of a thing of the past. Like, you may need to rethink how you structure your life from a financial perspective moving forward into the next phase of this crazy world that we're heading into. Like, I just don't know if jobs for wages and having a job that pays you an awesome living wage, and that word living wage, that concept, that idea, like I don't know. I don't know that that's actually the formula that's going to work moving forward. And so these companies may well be at a sort of crossroads where they have to decide, what are we going to do here? You know what I mean? Like, because you look at Netflix. Netflix has a lot of this stuff already figured out. You know what I mean? Like, they I don't know if they even use union work. I know they pay a lot of money, like, up front to their talent and to their people. And then residuals are, like, terrible, apparently, for Netflix, right? I just don't know, man. It's an interesting debate, and I think many of us assume that they'll come to an agreement because the industry's already hurting, right? And that's true, but doesn't that feel a little bit like they're kind of taking advantage of the moment? You know what I mean? Where, like, people are like, yo, they can't, like, we kind of have them by the balls right now. You know what I mean? Like, we've kind of got them by the balls, and we can demand all of these things. And because we're in this moment where the industry's already diminished and these studios are like, we cannot afford more delays, et cetera, will there be sort of a push pretty deep into the pockets of these different corporations, companies, et cetera? I don't know. Should companies just accept that their margins are just going to go way down? I don't know. It's an interesting debate, but I don't think this is a nothing burger. You know what I mean? Like, we will be following this because it could end up being a massive thing for the industry. I'm just not ready to say that it's a nothing burger just yet, okay? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. We will take a look. But again, like, Marvel's got the money. Disney's got the money. But, like, for real, does Apple? Does Columbia? Does Sony? You know what I mean? On and on and on. Does NBC Universal? How's that Peacock doing? I don't know if it's doing that great. You know what I mean? So it is an interesting time. Interesting time. So we'll see what happens with all of that. I see some of you guys saying in chat there's a new What If trailer. Let's do it. Let's watch it. I also want to watch the trailer for fucking Game of Thrones. Game of I'm over it. Anyway. Boom. Let's see. Somebody just sent me this on Twitter. Is this it? Why am I looking at this kind of secondhand? Let me see. Maybe I can just find this on the page. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll look this up. Oh, Paul put it up a bit, huh? Okay, cool. We'll watch it on. We'll give Paul some views. You know what I mean? He could use the views, I guess. 10 million fucking views on his Squid Game. Freaking Paul. Hang on. Hold up. Pause that. Bring it back now, y'all. Okay, let's watch this. Ready? Everybody ready? Let's see what this is about.
What if the Watcher broke his oath?
Oh, shit. Bruh, let's go. What the hell? Half of this video is Paul's face. I mean, it's a good-looking face, man. He's a good chap. And by the way, this video, bananas. Y'all should definitely go watch that. Let's watch this again.
What if the Watcher broke his oath?
This is going to be wild, bro. I'm hyped, yo. I'm hyped. On a scale from 1 to 10, you guys let me know in chat. Where are you at with this coming episode? Because I'm quite excited, man. I think it's going to tie some stuff together. I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped to see where we go from here. But perhaps we should... Where's this House of the Dragon? House of the Dragon. Okay, let's watch this. Let's watch this. I shouldn't even watch this, dude. Fucking HBO. Probably gonna claim this shit. Netflix be out here claiming. HBO be out here claiming. Ugh. A lot of people hyped. Look at that. You love to see it. 1,000, 10,000. Damn, Michaela. Damn, girl. Okay. Episode going to be 30 minutes. I hope it's longer. I hope it's like 45 minutes. What if, like, bro, what if, like, we clicked it and it was like 2 hours? 2 hours of a what? No, it's not going to be that. It's impossible. That's not true. It's impossible. What is this little hair sticking out there? Okay, anyway, listen. Linda, listen. Let's watch this. Yeah, HBO's here. They're like, we're going to take that ad money, believe that, you know? All right, here we go. The long-awaited House of Blue-Eyed White Dragons. Cool sound. Okay, we gotta pause it though because they're gonna snipe us out. Here we go. In fact, let me pull this shit up. I'm gonna see if I can get a little warning on here. Warning! HBO coming for you.
Gods.
Okay, gods. Pins.
Kings.
Kings. Cool, cool, cool. Kings. Dynasty. Reign.
Fire.
Stop it. Just for a second. Just for a second. Oh, look at that. Matt Smith. Pretty cool.
And blood.
Ooh, slice and dice. Little slice, little dice, baby. You know what I mean?
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
I like the other swords that are in here. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit more like it was in the books and the art books.
Dragons did.
Okay. When's it coming out? 2022. Roger that. All right, put it into the chat, guys. Are you hyped up for this? Are you guys hyped up for this? And did you like the trailer? Let me know in the chat while we go over it again, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, okay? You all tell me. How do you feel about it? By the way, this is the music they should have actually chosen for the trailer. In fact, let's just recut the trailer right here. Targaryen wigs. An HBO Max original series. Blue desaturated shots. Rows of candles. Golden pins. Sweet ass swords. Lady with crazy eyes. Beaches. Sword fighting. Dudes with cool dreads. Jousting. Sword fighting. A cooler version of the Iron Throne. House of the Blue-Eyed White Dragon. Coming in 2022. Oh, yeah. Alright, here's the deal. This trailer sucks, dude. All you guys that are hyped up about this trailer, wrong. Wrong. This trailer sucks, dude. This trailer is horrible. Alright, look, for real. How you gonna do a Targaryen spinoff? How you gonna do a Targaryen spinoff show? This is your first teaser trailer. You're gonna talk all about the dragons, and you don't show us a dragon? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do this trailer and not have dragons? Like, what? How you gonna do this? Cutting little things with fucking horrible ass Targaryen wigs? Oh, bro, can't wait. Definitely a lot of my faith restored after that hatchet job you did on the last couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. Like, this trailer shows you nothing. Like, what is this? Is that a dragon? God, sure wish I could fucking see it. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? A hand of the king? So you got a hand of the king. Cool. Cool story. Oh, Targaryen sword holding. Really cool. Cool story. Surprised there's not a fucking water bottle in a Starbucks coffee there. You know what I mean? Who's this? Who cares? Blowing out the candles. Happy birthday. Matt Smith. Remember when he was going to be Palpatine? Like, honestly, bro. Like, what is this trailer? Hot caca. That's what it is. Hot caca. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to... Look, I'm just telling you. how it is. You want to know how... Hey, this is what it is. You know how much I liked the end of Game of Thrones? Not at all. You know how much I'm excited for this series? Not at all. And honestly, this is your first trailer? This is your first trailer? Not right. I see you. I see what you're doing. Right on. Anyway, just my thoughts, just my opinions on it, okay? I'm sure it'll be a fine show. I'm sure everyone Oh man, that's awesome. Look what Nikki says here. Josh, too much of a shill to trash talk MCU, so he lets it out on other properties. Feige cut the trailer. Now what do you think? Oh, dude. obviously, great trailer. Feige can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Look, Nikki, I can't help that Feige's the most consistent producer in the history of time. That the product is phenomenal, always hitting the mark. I mean, are you seriously going to try to defend Game of Thrones? Like, in any way? I'm surprised Game of Thrones is still able to sell anything. Okay? George clearly doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? He would literally rather die than finish those books. Okay? Probably because he has one of the most whack-ass endings. Like, people, like, the end of Game of Thrones. Okay? Now you got me on one, Nikki. Now you got me on one. Oh, man. The end of Game of Thrones. So bad. And you know what the worst part of the end of Game of Thrones is? I think King Brand is actually George's idea. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, oh, man, like, I can't believe Dan and Dave did that. Please. Papa, please. George got rich and decided he didn't give a fuck about the show, about the story, about anything. You know what I mean? He sat down with Dan and Dave and it was like, well, here's what I think, and then King Brand, and they were probably like Dan and Dave probably went after that meeting that they had with George. They probably went back to the hotel. They probably called some hookers, got like a ton of cocaine because they just thought their lives were fucking over. They were like, how are we gonna do this? People are gonna hate this. You know what I mean? And you want to know why they probably only showed up once a week during the fucking shooting of the finale season? Because they didn't care either. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. I think George is super to blame. I think Dan and Dave were never really that great, and we figured it out way too late into the game. Miguel Sapochnik, incredible director, did the best that he could. A lot of the actors brought their A game. That ending is so bad. How are they even making a spin-off show for this show before fucking George finished his last book? What? Game of Thrones is trash, bro. Like, I honestly, look, I'm way more excited for the Amazon Lord of the Rings thing. I'll check this out. It would have to absolutely wow me to get me to give any modicum of a shit about it. That's just me, though. And that's, honestly, you can thank Nikki for that. You can thank Nikki for that little rant. Because I try to keep it positive over here. You know what I mean? Where's my fence? You know, to me, my fence. And then I sit upon it. Yet you showed it to Elisa. Don't lie, you still love it. Moss. Come here. Can we have a talk? Can we just chat, you and me, just for a second? Forget everybody else is here in the tower. You know, it's packed to the gills as always. You know, people partying. Vito doing Vito things. Crazy stuff going on. Moss, let's just talk, you and me. As I rewatched it with Elisa, I hated it more. Everything that was wrong with it, I started to see the seams right away. And honestly, on my rewatch, I realized that even the parts of the show that I do like, that I had fond memories of, weren't even that great. They weren't. There's some good character stuff. There's some interesting stuff that happens. And there's a whole bunch of wiggity whack, don't talk back, horribleness all throughout that show. Melting down my nerd coin as you speak. My man. So, yeah. That's how I feel about it. Anyway. I feel the same way about Venom. Oh, no. Yeah, Captain Marvel was terrible. You ain't lying. Hey! Captain Marvel's way better than Game of Thrones. You heard it here. What's up, Just Fernie? Did your legal tobacco make it a little bit better? Yeah, a little bit. Two different shows with two different writers. Hashtag soy alert. Oh, Nikki, you poor thing. All right, let's get into Q&A. I'm sure there's some questions. Like, what did I put in my coffee this morning, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, let's get into Q&A. I do want to say that the show today and all of these streams are brought to you by the lovely people you see in the chat with a badge next to their name. The Nerd Vengers. The greatest online community of nerds you've ever seen. And also, I wanted to point out, and I can't find it now because I'm horribly disorganized. What the? Where's it at? Oh, well, this isn't the one, but the other one is here. I promise. We'll find it. We are doing a drawing. Look, Josh Walton, if you're out there, brother, and I'm going to try to hit you up again. But Josh Walton was picked. He was selected last Friday to be the winner of the $200 GameStop gift card. We give out one of these each month to a lucky Nerd Venger member, but Josh has not claimed. He has not claimed his gift card. So we're going to give his gift card away on Friday to another lucky Nerd Venger if he does not claim it by Friday. So if you are a Nerd Venger member, all you got to do is just be a member, and we'll randomly draw that on Friday. We'll announce who the winner is, like via social media and also on the stream, obviously, and in the Discord. And so, look, if Josh doesn't claim this gift card, we're going to draw on Friday for another person. So, consider becoming a member today. You get a bunch of fun benefits by being a Nerd Venger member. We've got 2 tiers, which, by the way, we will be going live at 1 p.m. today for the Nerd Venger Prime members, talking about some businessy stuff, some of the plans I have for the future of the channel, and some of the things we're working on behind the scenes. So look forward to that at 1 p.m. today. You get 20% off of the merchandise in the Teespring store, which is sick. We do, by the way, have exclusive merch for What If in our Teespring store. Let me see if I can pull this up, because it's only going to be available for 1 more week. We might leave it up there for a week or 2, actually. But yeah, go check that out. We do usually an exclusive design for each of the new shows or movies or something like that. So check that out. You get 20% off of that. You get all the cool emojis. I've heard becoming a Nerd Venger makes you a little bit taller or maybe shorter, depending on which way you want to go. It's just, I don't know. Look, I can't, it's not financial advice, but I've heard you find way more change in the couch if you become a Nerd Venger member. Your stock picking improves. You know what I mean? Your general mood gets up. I've heard that if you're a little tied up down below, it breaks up the congestion. It's crazy. Is it kind of like a cure-all? Yeah, I think it is. So join the Nerd Vengers today, my friends. Join the Nerd Vengers today. And Josh Walton, if you're out there, claim your gift card, bruh. Otherwise, everybody else is going to claim it. Okay, now let's get into the Q's and the A's. I'm sure it's going to be a fun one, man. Hey, look, I didn't want to go that hard on it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go that hard on it. Nikki is just super good at triggering me. You know what I mean? Nikki, should call her Trigger. You know what I mean? Because she just be triggering me. So, you can blame her. Okay. Interesting there. Okay, let's get into this. I do want to welcome the new members here. Had a couple join today. Proxy rejoined, but he was only out for a day. Darth Kratos joined in between streams last night. So, Darth Kratos, you are a Nerd Venger now. Chuck Q, welcome. You are a Nerd Venger now. Damian Laura, you are a Nerd Venger now. And Proxy, welcome back. Welcome back. Banging with the homies. Okay. Let us now get into this cute Dorian Trussell, very generous $20 holla to start off the super chat train today. Says Blade the Vampire Slayer, Dracula or Morbius cameo, Werewolf by Night, possibly a monster being hunted down, Midnight Suns assemble. Are you hyped for The Witcher Season 2 and HBO House of Dragons? Well, I think we covered the HBO House of Dragons. And look, I'm going to check it out. But I feel fucking abused by Game of Thrones. Like, for real. Like, it's going to take a lot. Just being real, like, all jokes aside, it will take a lot to get me to embrace that show and the wider world of A Song of Ice and Fire. Bro, I was hardcore. I love that shit. I have art books. I have, like, all this stuff. I was so hyped up about the lore, this, that, second, and the third. Kind of dead to me. But as far as The Witcher Season 2, I'm super excited for that. I mean, I'm pumped they're doing more animated stuff, too. The Witcher stuff is cool. Loved Season 1 of The Witcher. Thought it was fantastic. So thank you so much. And then as far as your questions about Blade, very possible Werewolf by Night. It really seems like that's a strong possibility. Will be to do that Werewolf by Night thing. So, yeah, I think that's a strong possibility. There's a lot of hints of Midnight Suns happening as well. So yeah, pretty cool. And you followed up by saying, would Werewolf by Night be a reference to the actor who played as the Collector, his solo film Wolfman? The Collector, Wolfman. Are you talking about Benicio? Benicio played Wolfman? I didn't even know that. That's interesting. It's possible, man. I don't necessarily have an answer for that. That could be really, really fun. I think there's actually a name out there for who they want, and I believe it's a Latino guy. I guess Benicio's a Latino as well. But I can't recall the name off the top of my head. But thank you, Dorian Trussell. Appreciate all the support, my guy. Angelo says, Feige the GOAT. Looks like boner-free 2022. Yeah, Feige is the GOAT. You hear that, Nikki? Ah! Thanks, Angelo. Austin Johnson says, can't wait for Star Wars to go hard. How likely is it that we're going to get an Heir to the Empire in live action? P.S. Take my money. I, too, am excited for Star Wars to go hard. But to me, it's like just, again, it's them just getting into the game. Like, are they just... Bruh. HBO Max is about to do multiple spinoffs to... arguably unsuccessful movies. I mean, we'll see how the Batman does, right? But, like, you got a Peacemaker clip and you got this, that. HBO Max is doing more stuff than Star Wars, and it's Star Wars. So I'm like, just, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of my attitude about it. But if we were being a little more positive, we'd be like, yes, it's going to be dope. They're finally going to be getting all this content out there. That's exciting. What are the odds that we're doing Heir to the Empire? I'd say... I'm gonna go 70%. I'm still not absolutely convinced that that's the direction they're going in, but it seems like they have all the pieces in place for it. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support. Much love. Ross says with a $5 I watched Star Wars episodes 4 through 6 as an infant. Dang near learned to read from Marvel Comics, but I'm sorry, bruh. 2022 is all about Phase 4 and Star Wars catching up. Yep, 100%, brother. Agreed. They just, like, they got to get in the game. Like, they got to get the jersey on, tie up the shoes, you know what I mean? Get out there, warm up with a couple layups. They got to get, and then Feige's going to come over and just dunk the fucking ball or slam it out of their hands. Like, they got to get in the game, bro. That's where I'm at. Big Stevie says with a $5 holla, Blade won't be rushed. Film CGI sequences first, which won't be lost. It's a lot of practical effect fights and lower post-production time. It'll be fine. Yeah, I think what we're sort of saying there, Stevie, is like, even if they did try to hit next October, which is a year from now, that is absolutely, especially if they were to start relatively soon, that is absolutely enough time for them to turn that around. And I agree. And I think that there'll be a lot more practical stuff in there. And, dude, they're really good at making movies and television over there. Like, they're really good at what they do. You know what I mean? Like, for real. So, Star Wars Obsession says, hey, Josh, I am a member of that thing, and the strike is going to hurt a lot of studios. And they're talking about the streaming advantage. The strike is an opportunity for streaming studios to allow major studios to lose millions if the strike happens. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. But the studios cannot afford the strike. The writers' strike lasted 9 months, and then what came out of that was reality TV. This strike is about the labor. Yeah, man. I get you. I appreciate the support, and it's going to be really interesting to see how all of that goes down. Maybe it'll all be swept under the rug. Maybe they'll just handle it and pay a little bit more. But how much is enough? Like, what's the negotiations exactly going to look like, you know? And because it's such a precedent-setting moment, I'm just not so sure that the studios are just going to be like, whatever you want. So we'll see what happens. And I think, too, just to add to that, I think that the union feels like they really have them by the balls. So, like, the union might, like, maybe even overestimate the leverage they have. I don't know. We'll see. Brandon Thurber says, Josh, I got one today. This is my first NFT. That is sick, man. I hope you get a crazy good one, too. You know what I mean? Hope you get a crazy good one, bruh. So, happy for you. Kyle says with a $2 holla, says, hit the buy at 8 o'clock and 1 second and no comic. Oh, that's horrible, man. Are you you're on the West Coast? That could be what's going on. It could be a West Coast, East Coast kind of thing. So man, that sucks. And these days it's wild on VV trying to get that. By the way, I saw never mind. We'll talk more about that in the Prime stream. Terimoto, what's up, brother? With a $5 holla says, Wakanda Forever movie will crash and burn if there's no T'Challa. Hashtag recast T'Challa. The support will not be there. A community is talking about it. Yeah, and by the way, I gotta hit him up. E-Man's movie reviews, like, hit me up on Twitter a couple of weeks back because a lot of people are pushing for me and E-Man to do a video together about T'Challa and recast T'Challa. I'm down. I'm down to do that. Maybe even bring him on a stream and, like, talk about it in depth. And I probably feel very similar. I really think they should recast T'Challa. 100% they should recast him. But again, without seeing the film, without seeing what they do, it's really hard to make a judgment on, like, are they handling this the right way? Is there care there? Does it feel like they're actually honoring Chadwick with this? Because it could ultimately, like, we could get really fired up about it and then go watch the movie and be like, damn, like, that's awesome. And it really does solidify T'Challa. I mean, Black Panther is a mantle that gets passed down. So it's a lot, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in that. I don't know how many people are going to not show up because they're not recasting T'Challa. Just being real, not sure if that's actually going to be a thing. We'll see. Green Bear says with a $5 holla, Josh, that gamer chair, nice. I'm looking at the exact one on Amazon right now. Seriously, take my money. Thank you, Green Bear. It's all right. I got to probably get another one because my freaking fat Jabba Josh butt has worn the cushions pretty thin. Just like Nikki wears my patience very thin. So it's all right. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I'm going to get a gaming chair next, just being real. Like, I almost feel like gaming chairs are kind of a ripoff. You know what I mean? Like, is this really that much more comfortable than just a regular ass chair? I'm not so sure. You know? And, like, is that look really that cool? I think they kind of look ugly, bruh, with the way they, like, go out like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Okay, let's see here. Josh Okay, here's my birthday money. Take it. Again, happy birthday to you, man. Much appreciated. B. Grissom with a very generous $20 holla says, Turbo Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Josh, as always, no rest for the nerdy. I know, unless you sleep through your watch party. I got to tell you guys, I was rested as fuck last Wednesday. I was feeling great. Like, I felt bad, obviously, but it was a little bit of like, oh man, we missed the watch party. So anyway, you know what I mean? Because I felt great. I was like, I feel so vibrant. I feel so alive. I feel like I had a green smoothie freaking shot up my butt like an enema or something. I don't know if that's a thing, but I felt good. That's the point. I felt good. Thank you for the support, my guy. Kendall, what is up? Hope the little sensei's doing well. Says with a $5 holla, the Watcher def works for the TVA. Dropping a theory vid on that this week. Bruh, that's an interesting theory. Man, the spoilers and the leaks for Doctor Strange, like the video I'm working on it's wild, bruh. Speaking of that, we gotta get out of here. I gotta fly through these super chats here. Live with Irish says with a $5 holla says the cover art for the Darth Bane book and Thrawn books was updated on Audible. Really? That's pretty interesting. What do you think it means? I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I'll quickly look it up. Let's see. Looks like Reddit's talking about... this was like 3 months ago, though. Looks like they're using the new cover art for the Essential Legends. Okay. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know if it means anything, though. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, though. Big Stevie says, the $5 holla says, if this trailer started with the Marvel music, he would say this is the best trailer ever. Bruh, get out of here, man. That trailer is whack. That trailer doesn't show you anything. How is that an exciting trailer? I just don't get it. But appreciate you either way. Nikki says, this ain't no fans. Everybody hated season 8. How stunning and brave of you to speak out. 2 different shows with different writers. So are you saying that House of the Dragon could be dope, and because it's not written and done by the same writers that it should be good? Okay, look, let me explain something to you, Nikki. That's fair for the show. The show itself could be okay. But to me, this would be like if the original trilogy of Star Wars was like good and then Return of the Jedi sucked. Because the Game of Thrones show, it is the reason that Game of Thrones is as popular as it is. Like, those books were not as popular when George was just writing them. He became wealthy because of the show, not because of the books before the show, right? So, look, to me, I get what you're saying, but that show was Game of Thrones. Like, I can't get into the world. Like, it's going to take a lot for me to get over that and get back invested into that world, because the thing, because we don't even know how the fucking books end, right? The thing that's out there sucks. It sucks, and it feels like a betrayal of all the time and energy we spend in it, to me. So, I get what you're saying. It's possible this show will be better. But the Game of Thrones draw is not going to be there for me. I hope that makes sense. Mike, license the show Porta, says, I'm doing chores and I'm only listening. And your breakdown of the Game of Thrones new trailer, I fell on the floor in laughter. Now I have more chores. Oh, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was really on something there, huh? I was really feeling it. Hey, this has been a good stream. Say what you will about... how ridiculous I was freaking out about that, but it was entertaining. Darth Bayo says with a $5 holla, did you see the Peacemaker clip? I posted it in general. I didn't see it. Should I check it out? Should we check it out? Almost damn guaranteed to get a copyright strike for this.
Are you kidding me?
All right, let's check it out. I mean, who needs money anyway, you know? Who needs friggin' ad revenue anyway? All right, here we go. I'm going to pause it a little bit. Sorry, we're going to have to try to keep Warner Brothers at bay because they care so much about their fans.
Are you kidding me?
Did this
Did this
dipshit really show up in full cosplay mode?
This is the guy Waller's giving us. I told you she's
Oh, man. Wait a minute. It's these people? The people that betrayed her?
fucking us.
She's not fucking us.
Is that an eagle in his back seat?
She's fucking us.
Hey, Scooch.
Why are you in your costume?
Costume. This is a uniform, and it's brand new, so I gotta stretch it out, make it more comfortable before we go on a mission.
Maybe I'm stupid, but why would you even want to wear that on a mission? A bright red shirt and white pants aren't exactly conducive to lurking in the shadows.
People see this uniform, it strikes fear in their hearts.
What people? The other people at the Village People tryouts?
Oh, that's funny. That's not bad. All right, let's keep going.
Why is there a bald eagle in your car?
It's Eagle. You guys rode without me?
Eagly is your pet eagle.
Yeah.
Is your dog named Doggy?
All right.
Do you have a daughter named Daughtery?
Jealous of a guy's pet eagle much?
Okay. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, dude? What do you want me to say? You know? Like, I can't wait for that one. Damn. Warner Brothers knocking it out of the park again. Oh, man. Love it. Love to see it. Anyway, thank you, Darth Bayou. Look, maybe a funny show. Maybe a funny show. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to do. How about that? I'll just say that. Let's see here. I got to refresh this, John, real quick. Let's get back out here. Finish up this Q&A, huh? Finish up this Q&A. Michael Smith says with a $5 holler, Game of Thrones equal thinking you're about to get laid, and she says, let's be friends, which is still better than Snyderverse. No! Bro, I was literally just thinking about the Snyder Cut. Go figure, right? I was just thinking about the Snyder Cut. Did you see all those great videos of Ben Affleck talking about his nice memories with those people and just how sweet everything was there? And you guys remember the Snyder Cut? Man, anybody here remember just how great the Snyder Cut was? Shit, man. If I had to choose between Kevin Feige and Zack Snyder, I don't know if I could. Chat, perfect music choice, by the way. I don't know if I could. Be horrible. Chris, with a very generous $10 holla, says, hey, guess who finally got his purple badge? This guy. Whoa, bro. That's awesome, man. A year. That's wild. Thanks, Josh, for everything you do. So happy to be a part of this beautiful, sexy community of nerd vengers. Much love. Thank you, man. Much love to you, man. We've been through some shit, huh? We've been through some shit. And y'all are the best, man. Like, honestly, it's crazy. Like, to be able to come out here and be live during, with the tower and just hanging out with y'all every day. Like, it's a blessing. It's a true blessing. Even you, Nikki. It's a blessing. So appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope we continue to provide an incredible amount of value to you in the years to come. Much love, brother. Jensen Baker with a $5 holla says, they updated Bane books are recordings and unabridged. Also, what if has nothing to do with the TVA? Loki is allowed to be good in Party Thor's verse. That's true. That is true and interesting. I wonder what that means. I hope it'll be clean and it's figured out. But I think you're on something there. So that's the second comment about the Bane books. Should I reread them or something, or do the unabridged? Because they got like new stuff added to the books, right? But it's still not canon. So I don't know. I don't understand it fully myself. Maybe there's something I'm missing there. Okay. Let's hang out in the chat for a bit. We'll hang out in the chat. And then we'll get on out of here. Oh, I want to go over some of these. Let me pop this out. I want to go over some of the messages that y'all be sending in because they're very sweet. Let's see here. Bunch of members' chats. They don't pop up in that. Oh, and now I can't see any of them, YouTube. If I restore the chat, can I see them? Oh, that's so dumb. All right, let's see here. First, let's start with RG2888. Member for 16 months says, I agree 2022 will still be a Marvel year as far as content, though I say Star Wars may be remembered more for the year 2022 overall if they have another Luke Mando moment or a few of them. I think that's fair. And we can hope that kind of stuff happens, man. Because that would be sick. Brian Wadolowski says, and had been a member for 9 months, said, had a meeting so fell behind. Game of Thrones rant was A+ content. Thank you. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. And that's all the higher up I can scroll Lame AF. Lame AF. Yeah, Warner Brothers guys, if they could, they'd be snatching those super chats up for sure. Hey, you won for 20, bro. What do you mean? Nikki, I can use soy corn. Dude, a lot of people like soy milk, actually. You know? Elisa has a dairy thing, so she gets soy milk a lot, and then oat milk, too. Which, by the way, oat milk, pretty nice. Pretty good. I'm a man. I drink real milk. Good for you, Carl's Jr. And also, what the hell? Carl's Jr.? Interesting. Soy is yummy, says Carl. I'm not the biggest fan of soy. I like, when I was a pescatarian, I would eat, what the hell is that stuff called? It's like the wibbly wobbly stuff. Tofu, which I think is actually made of a lot of soy. But hard-pressed tofu, if you've ever had hard-pressed tofu, ooh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's really actually not that great for you. You know what I mean? Carl Jr. is your husband? Oh, boy. Drew Walton, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming on in to the chat. Din Djarin will be the new Jon Snow. I don't want the throne. That's true. It's very true. There's banana milk? Soy, not good for the man boobs. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is greater than Carl's Jr. I don't know. Where's Carl's Jr. Is that a Southern thing? We are changing Nerd Coin to shillings. Not bad. Not bad. Never had any milk that doesn't come from a slave cow. But I don't drink milk, really. I used to drink a lot of milk when I was younger. I don't really drink much milk anymore, like, at all. I don't really do a lot of dairy. But, you know, it's funny because, like, you know, with Elisa having the dairy thing, it is interesting just thinking about how much cheese and stuff there is in different things and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, West Coast is Carl's Jr.? Interesting. Hardee's is the Midwest and East? Okay, right on. Okay, West Coast. Well, that's probably why I haven't really had it. You know? Hey, Josh, hope your day is okay. Today's my birthday. Kylie, welcome, or rather, happy birthday to you. And my day's going well. It's been a good stream. It's been super fun. A lot of work to do today, though. I got to get out of here. In fact, I probably got to go, guys. Got to get out of here. Got to get out of here. Much love to y'all. No dairy, and you call yourself an Eastern European? I know. Well, look, I do a lot of dairy. It's just, I don't drink, like, milk every day like I used to or whatever. You know what I mean? But don't you worry, I still get all the Slavic things going on, for sure. Pierogi, so good. All right, everybody, much love to you guys. We will be doing. I gotta be honest with you. I think we're gonna do a spoiler stream soon. I want to do some gaming and stuff soon. I know, right? Oh, Josh will never do gaming. You know, I want to do some gaming soon as well. But I think we might have to do a full-on spoiler stream. I got to drop all these videos. Maybe tomorrow night we'll do a full-on Nerd Vengers spoiler stream. Like, just going over all the spoilers because it's wild, bro. Like, this stuff's wild. Yeah. Oh, okay, Moss. Got a dislike, huh? Throw a little dislike out there, huh? Okay. Gaming with Theory? Someday, bro. Someday. All right, everybody. Much love. See y'all in the next video. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. It is I, Supreme Josh, for the stinger. Oh, we almost got him, ladies and gentlemen. I hid his phone, hid it, and he almost didn't find it before the VV drop. Absolutely hilarious. But that's not all I did. He was complaining about the Halo controls. Little does he know, that was me as well. I went in and tweaked his controls, and so he was so bad at Halo. Oh, you should have seen him freaking out. And Nikki, you're so right about him. The amount of soy coming out of that guy is unbelievable. I thought the freaking trailer for the Game of Thrones show was cool. Clearly, a shill check issue. Don't worry, more mischief to come here at Nerdvenger's Tower.